Today, we're going to be talking about all of my favorite underrated manifestation techniques. Once you realize that everything is just energy, and the more that you tap into this future self, higher elevated vibrational self frequency, you start to manifest at rapid speeds, literally rapid fire. It's actually wild the things that you can see in your reality so instantly when you do these tools. Manifestation is literally just using your energetic self, your spiritual self, your mind, the power of your mind, the power of your subconscious mind, and your physical body as well to get you on board, get you onto the energetic frequency, the energetic level that you need to be a vibrational match for the things that you desire. These tools are literally, the more you do them, the quicker you'll see the results in your reality. And you have nothing to lose by trying, at least trying some of these techniques and tools. Because the worst thing that can happen is that you stay stuck where you are right now. But the best thing that can happen is literally anything changes and anything positive comes to you. Any of your manifestations come to you. And for credentials, I have manifested both apartments that I've lived in, one in LA, one in Miami. I've literally manifested the top to bottom windows in my Miami apartment, the white kitchen, like literally about everything about the apartment with the water view. I manifested quitting my job and working for myself full time. I've manifested money, business opportunities. I've manifested people. There was literally a specific type of person I was looking to meet in Bali, a specific type of partner and business partner I was looking for, and he fell into my lap. Like crazy shit. I manifest even small things, parking spots, certain food things. Like it is wild, all the things I've manifested. And I'm not telling you this to show off. I'm telling you this to show you what's possible. I look at manifestation work personally as similar to, working on my physical body. I look at it the same way I would going to the gym. That's also a muscle I need to flex, right? My manifestation muscle. That muscle needs to be flexed, that needs to be built. It isn't something that just naturally comes if you aren't doing the work. And that's why I love these manifestation techniques that I'm going to teach you, because a lot of them are simple. And I think that's why they're underrated, because they're not this like major thing that you need to do. It's like actually very simple when you kind of break it down. And they're things that you can do almost every day, right? You can incorporate it into your morning routines. You can incorporate it throughout your day. These are things that you can easily incorporate right now. And that's how I like to look at it, as my manifestation muscle. How are you going to work your manifestation muscles today? Try out one of these things and let me know which one you're going to do. All right, starting off strong. Number one, my favorite underrated manifestation technique has got to be visualization. Yes, I talk about visualization all the time because I've personally seen the power in using the power of your mind to visualize something that doesn't exist yet, but exists in your mind first, in creating the desired reality later on. When I was trying to quit my corporate job, I kid you not, I would wake up every single day living at my parents' house in my childhood bedroom. I would wake up every day, maybe even just for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes before my first meeting. I would roll out of bed. I would go to the carpet in my room. I vividly remember it, like at the edge of my bed. I would go to the carpet in my room. I would lay down and I would visualize myself having a slow morning, not having to answer my shitty boss, making a matcha, and feeling so inspired and creative and excited for the day ahead of me as a business owner, as a full-time entrepreneur, content creator. That is what I would visualize every single morning, even for just a few minutes, because I knew I was going to quit my job. I knew I wanted to do that. And I learned about visualization 5 years ago at the time. And I was like, I have nothing to lose by trying to think about it this way. And so I did that every single morning. And guess what? 10 months later, I quit and worked for myself full time. And I had those slow mornings, the matcha, the excitement, the creativity, the flow, the journaling. Everything I visualized happened in less than a year. And of course, obviously, you have to put in the work. That wasn't like I just, visualized and didn't do anything. I put in the work, but because I trained my subconscious mind to deem this as safe and literally put it like a GPS in the map that this is where I was going, that's where I went. That's where my mind took me. Every single day, it retrained my mind, the part of your brain called the reticular activating system, the RAS, which is basically a filter for the mind. So when you train your mind to look out for something, aka I programmed it to see me working for myself and loving what I was doing and feeling happy and slow mornings, all the things, then my reality started to reflect that. Then my RAS went to work to find evidence for why that would be true. And that's why visualization is so powerful, and that's why I'm obsessed with it. I use visualization for everything, and it's literally why I created the Delulu Girl Visualization Starter Pack. I have been dying to share with you for so long now. This is essentially 6 of my signature visualization meditations to help you tap into your most ultimate Delulu Girl self reality. These visualizations will touch on your dream career, your dream body, dream relationship, starting the morning off in the best foot, getting things better than you could have ever even imagined, and tapping into your future self. These visualizations are designed to help use the power of your subconscious mind to literally rewire and create a new reality for you in just 7 or so minutes a day. I love doing visualizations first thing in the morning and right before bed to help retrain my subconscious to get me on board with where I'm trying to go. This visualization pack is 50% off for a limited time only, so if you want to go check it out, the link is in the description. Power of visualization is wild, and you truly deserve to give yourself just 5 to 10 minutes a day to get on board with your new Delulu Girl reality. Anyways, let's keep going. I could talk about visualization on a whole podcast episode just in and of itself. All right, my second favorite underrated manifestation tool is using movement, and more specifically for me, walking as a portal for manifestation. And what I mean by that is I will use any time I'm like moving my physical body. I think there's something to do with like moving the energy in your body and flowing with that helps you attract and help you manifest quicker, because you're literally like elevating yourself. You're moving energy through your body when you're working out, right? And you get the blood moving and the heart pumping and everything. And I will use walking specifically, doesn't matter if I'm walking outside or walking on the treadmill, as a way to like imagine my future goals and imagine I'm like walking into this like next chapter of my life. Like I'm listening to music, I'm feeling good. I'll use like the energy of feeling good to help me, imagine I'm literally walking into this next chapter. I'm walking into this next portal. I'm like thinking about my goals, thinking about my manifestations. I'm like getting pumped up. I'm hyping myself up. Like any way that works well for you, I think it's super powerful to do that while you're working out, especially with cardio. Like I said, walking, anytime that running would be a good one too. Going on the Stairmaster, walking on an incline, like anything that gets the body moving, cardio specifically, I think is a super powerful, just like modality to use manifestation for. All right, next underrated manifestation technique that you can start doing today is to not speak about the things that you don't want to happen. Yeah, a lot of manifestation is just about believing that it's possible, honestly. And the more that you speak, your words are super powerful. The more that you speak that something isn't possible, like, oh, must be nice for her, but that's not going to happen for me, or oh, I could never do that, or that's too expensive, I'll never be able to afford that. Like that language needs to stop. I don't care if you genuinely think that. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's true and what's not. So when you speak about something, you're literally bringing it into existence. So don't say it. Your words are powerful. Be very mindful of what you're saying when you are trying to manifest something. Because when you're trying to manifest something, all of the limiting beliefs, all of the doubts will start to come up to the surface so that they can be let go of. And the more energy you give that by speaking about it, the more that energy is going to continue to flow. So you have to be able to separate. You have to take your consciousness one step higher and kind of separate that and not give it attention, even though it might be begging to get your attention. Next underrated manifestation technique is, this is simple but true, not doing things that lower your vibration. A lot about manifestation is elevating your vibration. So it could be little things, right? Even like music that's very low vibration, or, certain tasks that you might not have to do, but you hate doing, or, anything that makes you feel down or just puts you down, maybe people that put you down, right? Not being associated with certain people that bring your vibration down, or after you go hang out with them, you're like feeling worse. Anything that brings your vibration down needs to be cut out. Needs to go. Period. So just be mindful of the things that lower your vibration, because I think, it's easy to focus on the things that bring our vibration up, right? Like, working out or meditation or, I don't know, affirmations, listening to positive music. Like, that's a little bit easier. I think it's a little bit harder for us to recognize the things that are actually bringing our vibration down, especially people, places, tasks, music. Like, those are the things you need to start to become very mindful of, so that you don't let it kind of like influence your vibration anymore. Another super simple, underrated manifestation technique is asking myself this one question. And it's a future self question. What would the version of me who is X, Y, and Z, fill in the blank, do? What would the future version of me who is in a happy, loving, healthy relationship do? What choices would she make? What is the version of me, the future version of me who is working for herself and is a successful entrepreneur do? What choices would she make? It's a good question, because manifestation is a lot about connecting to your future self, and the way that you connect to your future self is by starting to make choices and decisions and actions based on what your future self would do. And this isn't woo-woo, this is literally quantum physics. I was chatting it up with ChatGPT this past weekend about quantum physics and future self energy and how to connect with your future self. It is literally through making the decisions that your future self would do. And when you do that, you're elevating your vibration, because everything is frequency, everything is energy, and your future self might actually be a lot closer than you realize. She is here with you in this present moment. Everything is happening in the present moment. So when you tap into the thoughts, actions, beliefs that your future self would have, instead of you having to think about, oh, this version of me is like years away, you can actually bring her into the present moment by just simply doing the things that your future self would do. And I'm not saying you need to do crazy things. I'm not saying you need to completely overhaul your life because, oh, future me wouldn't have X, Y, and Z things. She wouldn't be doing this. No, I'm saying even from the standpoint of like, let's say you really want to start posting on social media, but you're really scared of what other people are going to think about you. Well, okay, let me connect with my future self for a moment. Is the future version of me who is a successful content creator worried about what people think about her? No. She's feeling good. She's paying the bills. She's doing what she loves. Why the F would she care what people think about her? Okay, so let's bring it back to the present me. Well, if that's where I'm trying to go, that means that I need to tap into the energy right now of not giving a shit of what people are going to think about me. And when you take action from the energy of like, oh, okay, well, I don't care what people think about me, so I'm going to act on it, that's how you connect with your future self. Because you're starting to align your actions, beliefs, behaviors with the version of you that you're trying to get to. So it's a powerful question to ask yourself, and maybe ask yourself this question right now and see how it's showing up in your life presently. So that's going to conclude today's episode on my favorite underrated manifestation techniques. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to screenshot, share it on your story. Let me know you listened. I love hearing from you guys. And let me know if you are trying out the Delulu Girl Visualization Pack. Like I said, it's 50% off right now. The price will be going up soon. So get it while it's literally only $11, probably the price of a coffee and a half. And this can actually rewire your brain and change your life. So I'm sending all my love, and I'll catch you in the next one.